And it feels like those situations might be here to stay because the forecast looks very, very dry for the foreseeable future. Let's get the details from Greg.
Yeah, it's going to be dry, but the good news is green up is happening. So once green up happens, those fire threats really diminish quite. Like around La Crosse area, we're already greening up, so we will be dry. That'll be one factor in, but it just take a little bit longer for those northern counties to get to green up stage, which I think everyone will be early next week too. So then the fire risk really reduces it quite quickly. We are going to have cooler conditions tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. That will bring the relative humidity up too, so that's a good news also. But we're going to turn around for a Friday. We're going to have warm, mild conditions. The weekend looks like we're going to have potentially some more 80-degree days there, or getting close to it. Warm early next week, and right now the rain chance, you got to wait probably till Thursday and Friday of next week when we have a system come through right now. Although there's a lot of questions on timing and if there's be a lot of moisture to work with. We've been kind of in a blocking pattern. Typically the jet goes west to east, so these systems pass through fairly quickly. So you have some good weather days, some bad weather days, and it kind of continues like that. But for the last 3 or 4 days, we've had a block going on. So basically, we've been kind of sandwiched in between things, and this is somewhat oriented like it is currently, but not quite exactly. So really, it's been unsettled on either direction of this block, but if you're in the center of it, you're dry and really warm. Sometimes warm conditions, even hot conditions. Now, early next week, we're going to have another little kind of blocking thing set up too, is when this jet goes way to the north, a jet to the south. We don't have much air movement aloft here. We're talking 25,000 feet to really move anything, so we are kind of blocked in this situation. This is going to be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, and then it's up to this system out to the Pacific Northwest. Can it change this whole thing and go back to more typical of a west to east thing? So overall, if you look at the jet stream, as I mentioned, by the time we go into the weekend, this thing builds well up in Canada, so we're going to be high and dry and actually get hot down there in the southwest. Then as we go into early next week, we're going to see this system set up to the Pacific Northwest. This jet then kind of pushes further east as we get closer to Tuesday. And keep an eye on this system too. It kind of lifts up too. This actually might give us a little cloud cover Tuesday and Wednesday. But then going Thursday and Friday, it's whether this system can punch through and give us our round of showers and thunderstorms and kind of change the flow and maybe cool us back down after that. So this is a time frame we're going to have to keep an eye on later next Thursday and Friday. In the meantime, it's just going to be warm too. So overall tomorrow, a cool down a little bit, especially further north. They'll kind of drop in the mid-60s. Further south, it may take a little bit longer. I think their coolest day for areas south of I-90 is going to be Thursday. Now, relative humidity, this is what it was today. A lot of 20s and teens. With the cooler temps and that northeast wind, we should start seeing a relative humidity actually not to be too bad as we go into tomorrow afternoon. It'll be more in the 30s to 40s, so that definitely will help. They may come down a little bit to the 20s, but it'll be about 10 to 15% higher than today, so the fire danger won't be as bad. But Thursday, we're going to cool back down, even upper 60s near 70. That is probably the coolest day of the period because Friday we're back in the 70s for most areas. And then as we go to the weekend, we're even warmer. That's Saturday, 70s, even 80s, even mid-80s. And that's going to continue the trend, the warm trend, going into early next week where we could get to the mid-80s. It depends on cloud cover Monday and Tuesday. And then it gets a little uncertain as we go to Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the second half next week, when that system could come through and bring us some showers and thunderstorms and maybe cool us back down. So it's a dry forecast, but tomorrow you will feel the change a little bit from what we had today. So it'll be a little bit cooler, especially further north you go.
All right. Still will kind of feel pretty pleasant because there were some very hot moments today.
For me, it's hot. So I'll take the 60s and 70s any day, but 80, yeah, it's getting a little too warm. But it'll be more comfortable tomorrow for a lot of people.
All right. Thanks, Greg.